I'm going to be explaining today how to stack troops to maximize the amount of damage you do to the enemy. I had a comment from one of my subscribers requesting this video, and for you, if you're interested in learning why you stack troops and how it does benefit you. Okay, so the best formula that I have found to use to stack your troops is really simple. The formula is strength of highest level times 100 equals, and then divide that by the strength of the level below, and that will give you the number of the troops you want to use for the level below. This right here is a Fenrir monster squad. This is part of the Ragnarok tournament, which is a great tournament, and I'll do a whole nother video about this tournament. But for now, I'm going to explain the way that the battle dynamics work in this game. When you attack a monster squad, it's a 50-50 chance on whoever gets the first strike. Then after that, it will always be them, then you, them, then you, then them. Or you, them, then you, them, then you. The reason that you stack your troops, and I'm going to show some attacks, so bear with. The reason that you stack your troops is because you want to ensure that if a troop type dies, you have another troop type of the same caliber. So if it's melee, it's melee. If it's archers, it's archers. If it's riders, it's riders that have the same strength to deliver that attack, to deliver that blow. Because if you don't stack the troops and you're only using one troop type of one level, if the enemy take that whole troop type out, you can't fight back with that troop type, right? So if you only have one archers and they die, you don't have any other archers to fire back. So that's why we stack troops. What I'm going to do is show an example of an attack without stacking troops first, just so you can see how the dynamics work. So I'm going to click on the Fenrir squad. I'm going to click on the attack button. I'm going to choose A-Day for this. And I'm going to not use mercenaries because I'm going to explain mercenaries and how they play an important role in troop stacking toward the end of the video. But for now, I just want you to see the dynamics of how this works. So what I'm going to do is use my monsters, and I'm only going to use 10 of each, just so you can see how the dynamics of the battle works towards the end of the battle. And I'm going to use just my level 4 troops. So I'm going to do all my archers, all my riders, that's a level 3, all my riders, and all my spearmen. So all my level 4s are highlighted, as well as a few monsters with A-Day, and I'm going to start march. Away she goes. I'm going to speed her up. Now the reason I'm doing this is so that you can see the battle after the attack, and then we can break it down so you get a better understanding. So she does her attack. She comes back. She leveled up. That's good. Right, so this is the attack that we did, all of the bonuses we got. These are the amount of troops that we killed, which is not bad at all. And obviously the whole army dies. But if I click show details, this is how the battle broke down. So basically, the monster squad got the first hit, and it completely took out all of my riders. Then I fought back with my archers, then they fought back, killed my archers, I fought back with my spearmen, they fought back, killed my spearmen, and I delivered most of the attacks thereafter, see? And then they attack back, tit for tat, tit for tat, tit for tat. I've got a few more, tit for tat, tit for tat, tit for tat. That is how a battle is broken down. Now obviously, ideally, I would have liked to got the first strike, but I didn't. So that means I lost just under 1,500 riders, and they did nothing at all other than just take a hit. It's almost like sending the cavalry in and they did nothing. So how do we counter this? Well, we counter this by using 2 levels of troop types, and this is what is known as stacking. So for the purpose of this example, all I'm going to do is quickly revive my troops and use gold. However, I did get a comment from one of my subscribers explaining that do not use gold to revive troops, instead just rebuild your army using silver and food. So that is what I will do after this next attack, explaining stacking. So thank you for that comment. I think it was from Andriana. So thank you. Okay, so the best formula that I have found to use to stack your troops is really, really simple. The formula is strength of highest level times 100 equals, and then divide that by the strength of the level below, and that will give you the number of the troops you want to use for the level below. So if I go to my army and I'm going to use the archers as the example, what I'm going to do is click on archers level 4 because that's my highest level troop. I'm going to see their strength, which is 290 per archer. I'm going to times that by 100, which is 29,000. Then I'm going to divide that by the level 3 archer's strength, which is 160, and that makes 181.25. So let's just round it down to 181. That means I know that for every 100 archers level 4, I need 181 level 3. And what that does is it has equal strength in both ranks. So if the level 4s get taken out, I know that I've got the level 3s that can deliver the same strength as them level 4s would have had they managed to stay alive. So you still get that extra attack. The same principle applies with spearmen, and the good news is that with spearmen it's the same strength as with the archers, so you only have to do the calculation once. For the riders, we'll take a look. Okay, so level 4 riders, same formula, 580 strength. If I times that by 100, it's 58,000. Then I want to see the strength of the level below, which is 320. So I divide the 58,000 by 320, and it's giving me a number. It's 181 again. So for every 100 riders level 4, I want 181 riders level 3. That is how you stack your troops. Let's say now that I'm going to do an attack on this Fenrir squad, and I'm going to use A-Day again. I'm not going to use mercenaries for this example because I will explain it later in the video. I'm going to use the same amount of monsters again, but this time I'm going to use as many of the troops that I can. So we've done the formula already. For every 100 of something, it's 181 of the other. So let's say if I do 500 level 4 archers, I know it's 181 times by 5. So I need 905 archers level 3. So they now have the same strength. Same principle for the riders. If I have 500 riders, I need 905 level 3. If I have 500 spearmen, I know I need 905 level 3, because now I'm not attacking with just one troop type. I'm attacking with two. So if one gets taken out, the other one can still deliver the shot. Now, because I'm using A-Day, she can actually take more troops than that. So I am going to take more troops than that. What I'm going to do now is up it to 700. So for every 100, it's 181. So I do 181 times 7. It's 1,267. Which I can't do because it exceeds. It looks like I don't have enough troops. So what I want to do is get more troops. Go to the barracks and we speed up the process. Cool, so now I have more archers. I'm going to train some more. I'm going to train another 1,000 level 3 spearmen just so I know I've got enough. Happy days. And I'm probably going to do some more. I don't think I need any more. Okay, so let's go back to the attack. Click on A-Day, got all of our monsters ready. And we simply do the formula again. So if it's 700, I need 1,267. Same with these guys, 700. I want 1,267. And I can do I have enough? Well, yeah, I should have enough. Same with these guys. I do 700 riders. That's 1,267. Now I've still got plenty to go, so let's do the same formula again. I want 800, so it's 800, so that's 8 times 181, it's 1,448, and I've still got more, so let's keep going. May as well keep going. And this is simply explaining how to stack your troops, right? And once I've got this down, I will execute the attack. Okay, you ready? Start march. And away she goes. Speed her up. Let's see what happens here. So now we've stacked the troops, we can compare the battle and compare the results. A-Day has returned. Let's take a look. So this is how it looks now. We've got 12.9 million valor points. So we have got more than last time. I'm going to quickly see the details. And we got attacked first. So this actually is a really good comparison. As you can see from the results, we've got more points. But let's take a look at the battle. So as you can see, the biggest threat to that monster squad is clearly riders. And because they attacked my riders first, same as the last time, they took them out because they got the first hit. However, because I stacked my troops, I had the level 3 ready to attack back and deliver the same strength or the same amount of damage as those level 4s would have had they struck first. Then, the monster squad clearly saw riders were still the biggest threat, took them out. Then, spearmen came in, done their job. The threat after them, archers. So the first 3 attacks obviously done, then after that, it's random, and I got a lot of attacks in one go. That's great. So that is that. Now, obviously, ideally, it'd be great if we got the first attack in. So what I'm going to do is what Adriana said, and that is I'm going to rebuild my army rather than using gold to revive. The only thing I will revive with gold is my captain. I'm also going to introduce the mercenaries into the next attack. So now that we've rebuilt our army, remember to go back to your temple and delete the army that you're not going to be reviving. Or, sorry, delete the troops that you're not going to be reviving, just so it's not costing you on food allowance. Now we're ready to go again. But we're going to introduce the mercenaries. Now, the thing about mercenaries is the formula that I explained before still stands, okay? So when you're attacking, you know that the enemy are going to attack the strongest troop type. Now, if I was to use all my mercenaries, quickly check how many mercenaries, I've got 234. If I open up the mercenaries, you'll see their strength is 2030 per mercenary. If I do the maths real quick, 234 times 2030, 475,000. Some would say, don't use all your mercenaries, stack them the same way you would stack any troop type. Well, if that's the case, what I need to do is figure out how much mercenaries I need. So what I do is I go to my strongest troop type again, which is the riders, of course, and we do the formula. So make sure you write down this formula because it will help. You do strength of the highest level troop. So in this case, for me, it's my riders, 580 times 100, 58,000. Then you want to divide that number by the other troop type, which is mercenaries. Divide by 2030, and it says 28.5. So I'm only going to send, if I wanted to stack them, 29 mercenaries, or 28 and a half, 28, 29, right? That way they're going to deliver the same strength or the same amount of damage as my highest troops. However, because I know that I want to get as much kills in as possible, I'm going to send all my mercenaries. I know that they're going to be what the monster squad attacked first. I know that. But on the off chance that I get the first strike, they will deal a lot of damage. Now, if they do get attacked first, I know that I'm only going to lose 10% of them. So because I've got 234 or something, I'm going to lose 23 mercenaries. But the truth of the matter is, I'm going to lose them anyway. If I use them, either I use 28 or 29 and lose 3 of them, or I send 230 and lose 23 of them. It's 10% either way, but the chance of getting maximum points is more important to me. So it's a risk I'm willing to take. So for this next attack, I'm going to do the same thing, but this time I'm using all of my mercenaries. The troops are stacked because the computer saves them, which is great. I can actually increase the troops. Yeah, I will. I'm going to increase the troops 900. So it's, again, 900 level 4. And then we times that by 181. So it's 9 times 181. It's 1,629. There we go. Do I have enough to do another one? Yep, let's do another one. 900, 1,629. And that is me pretty much maxed out. So we're going to keep it at that, and let's start the march and see what happens. Now that we've got mercenaries, fingers crossed I land the first strike. If I land the first strike, amazing. Couldn't ask for anything more. That's exactly what you want. So let's see. A-Day leveled up again. Happy days. Let's take a look. Show details. No, we got struck first, but here's the funny thing, here's the amazing thing. My riders were still the most dominant troop type. They're the ones that do the most. So they got wiped out. Then the mercenaries attacked. They dealt a lot of damage. Monster Squad attacked the mercenaries. Then my level 3 stepped in. Level 3 riders stepped in. They done their attack. They got wiped out. Then my archers stepped in. They got attacked. Very interesting to see the dynamics of how it played out. But now you see the importance of troop stacking and see the results for yourself. 18.3 million valor points on that attack. The one before that, 12.9, because we stacked in this one but didn't use mercenaries. And the one before that, we didn't do any stacking at all, didn't use any mercenaries, and we got 10 million. So I hope that helps you understand why we do troop stacking and how it works and how it benefits you. I hope my formula also helps you a lot in doing a little bit of work before doing an attack so that you can get the correct amount of troops, and that way you should be using the right troops to deliver the most amount of damage as you can. Alright, so thank you for watching this video. It really means a lot. I hope you've learned a lot. I hope my formula works for you. Hit the like, hit the subscribe button. Really helps me out, you know that. If you have any comments or any other additional benefits that you can contribute to the community, please put it in the comments. Or if you have any suggestions for me to make on my next video, put it in the comments and I will aspire to make that video. And as always, I'll see you on the next one.